One cell. That's all it takes. One normal, microscopic cell goes haywire. A chain of events is set in motion, and over time, it leads to cancer. 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women in America are diagnosed with cancer. 1 in 4 of us will lose our lives to cancer. While scientists race to find a cure, we already know how to prevent the majority of cancer and cancer-related deaths. We have the power to change our destinies and to save the lives of the people we love. So what's stopping us? In 2010, I ran my own branding and social media marketing company. I was 35, and like most entrepreneurs, I was leading a busy life with little time to focus on my health. Until one day, a routine physical led to 3 words I never imagined hearing: "You have cancer." I didn't look sick. I didn't feel sick. How did I end up with what was once considered an old man's disease? No one in my family had prostate cancer. My world changed overnight. I remember wondering, am I going to die? I spent the next several months in and out of doctors' offices all over the country. One specialist in particular forever changed the direction of my journey when he asked, "What's your diet?" That's when I learned that approximately 1 in 10 cancers is linked to an inherited genetic mutation, but 9 in 10 are not. So then, what was the root cause of my cancer? And why are nearly 1.7 million Americans going to be told that they have cancer this year alone? The answer is simple. It's our unhealthy lifestyles. It's the food we eat. It's a lack of sleep and physical activity. It's stress. The toxins we're exposed to on a daily basis, in our water, air, and the products that we use. Here's what no one bothered to tell me before I got cancer: that more than half of all cancers are preventable if we simply make the right lifestyle choices. I didn't understand why that message wasn't out there, and why more doctors weren't talking about improving cancer outcomes through more integrative approaches. So I did what I do best. I started a conversation on social media. A few hundred people became a few thousand. The conversation was real, authentic, and wow, Forbes even wrote about how this little Facebook page was changing people's lives. In 2011, I dissolved my company and launched the Blue Cure Foundation, the blue side of the women's pink movement for breast cancer, but for prostate cancer. I wanted to do more than just raise awareness for the disease. I wanted to educate and empower men of all ages and their families to help them prevent cancer from ever starting. What good does it do to have a young man in high school, in college, in his 20s and 30s, become aware of prostate cancer when he won't get screened till he's 55 years old? Blue Cure's list of supporters grew faster than I could have imagined. Renowned physicians, Hollywood celebrities, major sports stars, even a former U.S. cabinet secretary joined our movement. At the same time that I was learning to cope with my cancer, I hit the road to push our prevention message all over the country.
Meet Gabe Canales, the founder of this international organization, Blue Cure.
I was diagnosed with prostate cancer at age 35 when I learned that 1 in 2 men and 1 in 3 women in America are diagnosed. My own story has become living proof that a healthy lifestyle makes a difference. Instead of opting for surgery, I've controlled my cancer by eating a primarily whole food, plant-based diet, exercising regularly, and limiting the toxins around me as much as possible. Today, Blue Cure is a trailblazer in a movement that's helping men improve their outcomes through integrative approaches. We're reaching millions of Americans with the largest social media following of any prostate cancer organization through our growing Blue Cure sports programs for youth, and with the launch of Blue Cure in Español, designed to reach even more of the population.
Blue Cure promueve un estilo de vida anticáncer
que reduce el riesgo de obesidad, diabetes, infartos y enfermedades del corazón.
We've also turned November into No Crud November, challenging men to give up crud like junk food for 30 days.
It's time to change the conversation.
Time to be activists for change. For prevention.
And where does it start? It starts with diet.
And last September, some of the biggest hospitals, cancer centers, city halls, and landmarks all over America joined our Light It Blue initiative. In 2018, Blue Cure is expanding its mission and taking a major leap forward to empower Americans and save more lives now. Cancer prevention through lifestyle changes remains the cheapest and most effective method of preventing cancer and improving outcomes. Yet every year, the majority of cancer funding is spent on research for early detection, treatments, and drugs. Our new Blue Cure research movement will generate much needed financial support for preventative and integrative research at universities, hospitals, and cancer centers across the country. Thanks to you, our supporters, we continue to transform the conversation around cancer. But our battle against this epidemic has really just started. It's time to do more than just talk. Support the Blue Cure research movement today.